Fox Business interview. We are pleased to have back with us again in person in New York this time, Patrick and Byrne, Overstock.com, chairman, CEO, founder, and really renaissance man, Patrick Byrne. Good to see you. The Fed. Is it having any influence at all on retail sales, do you think?
Well, of course, the easy money policy is both a way to prop up retail sales, a way to prop up the pockets of the rich. Them saying that they're going to taper in January is a little bit like you and I saying we're going to go on a diet in January. I don't think they can taper. If they do taper, we're going to slip back into a recession. So I just don't believe anything they say.
Well, we're seeing retail sales up 0.7% in November. It sounds like it's fair to say that you think the Fed's influence on the economy has been pretty negligible.
No, I think it has an influence wholly pernicious.
How?
Because they are enabling our federal government to run enormous deficits and buying the IOUs, because no one in the world will buy the IOUs or the Treasury anymore. So the whole Treasury market is being propped up by the Federal Reserve. And that's what's kept the economy afloat. So they may say they're going to taper. I'm not sure I believe it. But even if they do, if they really taper, we'll slip back into recession, which I believe I don't believe at all in the recovery.
Well, we are growing at anemic rates. I think it's fair to say even Ben Bernanke admits that.
If you believe their stats.
But he claims that we would be even worse off were it not for what he was doing. You disagree?
I disagree. I think the whole system, I think the whole business model is broken. The United States has a broken business model, and we're profligate. We're spinning our way into being a third world country, and the Federal Reserve has enabled it. I think that historians are going to look back and see this as a huge, tragic era.
By the way, something else that's broken is healthcare.gov. Again, even the president admits that it was a terrible rollout. He brought in yesterday to his office a bunch of Silicon Valley folks to ask their advice. Is Obamacare fixable?
Oh, no, it isn't. You know, the problem isn't just the website. The basic design of the program is wrong.
What is most flawed about Obamacare?
Well, the whole point is so that you can't keep your doctor and you can't keep your health plan. The whole point, there's basically two ways to ration a scarce good, either through price or time. A traffic jam is a way of rationing the scarce good of pavement through time rather than through price. The price system wasn't working well enough to contain prices, and so what they're going to do is they're going to do what other countries they're going to make people wait, and that's what's happened in Britain, what's happened in Canada is going to happen here.
Let's talk about prices at Overstock.com. One extraordinary thing, you look at Amazon prices, we all know their profit margin is negligible, if not negative, because of the fact that they're willing to do anything to grow their market share. How do you then undercut Amazon prices by 10%?
We don't have the enormous bureaucracy. We are profitable. We're nicely profitable. Last year we made money than Amazon.
Is it true, by the way, 10%, your average retail price is 10% less than Amazon?
Average retail price, 10% less than Amazon, and we have better customer service. I don't know why anyone shops there anymore. We have 1 million products cheaper than Amazon, and they have an enormous overhead they have to pay for. We've done everything skinny, lean, and so we can pass the savings to the consumer.
But the extraordinary thing is that they say that their model is the one that's going to work, but you have provided an example of how you can actually sell things cheaper with less people working for you, and clearly now Wall Street has paid attention. Does it encourage you that Wall Street thinks so highly of your stock now?
Well, it's always nice to be admired, but we don't do anything to satisfy Wall Street. We don't pay any attention. We focus on old-fashioned business principles, containing expenses, giving great service, and just let the gods get happy.
Patrick, you look fantastic. By the way, you're a cancer survivor. You're doing extremely well. You're also, by the way, a former boxer, a black belt in karate, a philosophy, PhD, everything else. Your health is good, though.
It is. Much sound and fury signifying nothing. All that other stuff. My health is great now.
We are so happy to hear that. Patrick, wonderful to see you here in New York.
Great to see you, David.
Liz, over to you.
Dave, Warren Buffett put him in charge of one of his businesses, and he did a great job. It's amazing. Congratulations, Patrick.
Thank you.